Check out this view up the top of Tomcat Hill where we're staying for the 4 days that we're here at Coober Pedy. Bit of a nice spot. Flies are a bit of a pain, but oh well, you get used to it. Bit of the view that we have where we're staying. Spectacular. Lovely day for it as well. It's about 23 degrees, which is a good temperature. A lot better than normally they get out here in summertime. They get out here anywhere between 45 to 50 degrees in the middle of summer. I don't think I would want to be out here for that. So all the caravan spots have got power, water and sullage. We're currently the only 3 caravans here at the moment. They've also got a washing machine that's free for anyone that stays here, and they've got 3 humanity blocks which are got showers and toilets in them, which they're actually really nice, only newly furbished. Another thing that's pretty cool here, they've also got these old school buses up the top, which they've actually fitted them out as accommodation. So yeah, we haven't been able to look inside, but from the reviews that we've seen, people were quite impressed with them. So if you check out the website of Tomcat Hill, you'll be able to see the prices and stuff like that for that. So very nice. So yeah, we're looking forward to the tour this afternoon. We'll get some photos.
Hello, Coober. I don't have any more food for you. It's pancakes for breakfast day.
Yeah.
Panclogs. We call them panclogs because of 51st dates. Doing them on the Weber so we can do more than one at a time. And we've got Coober joining us, who's the friendly dog at Tomcat Hill. Joshua's got his pancakes.
Yeah.
Ollie's waiting for her pancakes. Got some pancakes cooking over here. Mr. Chef.
Chef needs
No pancakes for you, Coober. No pancakes for you. You had ham.
Well, this afternoon we're going to do the Noble tour in Coober Pedy. So yeah, we're going to enjoy that tour, what it's got to offer this afternoon. So yeah, we're all looking forward to that, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So should be good. We'll get some photos and a few videos when we can throughout the adventure, and we'll let you know how it goes.
The church is dedicated to the Holy Prophet Elijah, and there's a beautiful carving in the wall with a light on it. So yeah, that's the carving of the prophet. No, not many now. Not many of them left.
So it's like everywhere else.
Yeah. So these carvings, you'll see a few in the church, have been chiselled straight into the wall, straight into the rock, and they're all done by this fella, John North Aston. He was from New Zealand originally, and he was an ice sculptor. He chiseled into big blocks of ice, which is a bit hard to find around these parts. So he's chiseled into the rock instead. So it's carved in a biblical story. It represents the prophet Elijah in the desert, in a cave. Then the ravens came in and got hot food.
Look at you lot with your hard hats on. Yes. Going into Tom's underground mine. Let's go.
this blower. Alright, as much dirt as you can put in there, it'll suck it out. It'll be a lot quicker than you can have a go. So we'll get the reds up. When we get up, when you come up to this, especially the kids, I'll lower the reds down if they want to have a go. But don't stick your head. On the bottom. So the wedding rings off the culture.
You got no problem.
Stretch.
No problem, guys. No problem.
If you don't have to duck, pretend you are. Just for fun.
No ducking for me.
There you go, Jess. You're going to be a perfect paper water, aren't you? Nice and...
Are you lost?
Huh?
Where are we? Any idea? Some of these mines underground, the tunnels just go on for hundreds of metres. The holes are out there, but they've been digging them and drilling them for over 100 years. So they estimate there's probably 1.5 to 2 million holes that surround Coober Pedy. And some of the holes can be 2 metres wide too. So we've got abandoned gypsum running through the wall here. Okay, so if you go out to the public noodling area, you'll probably see a lot of that.
We found some at a free camp.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we found good chunks of it, actually.
Yeah. No, I got a big piece of like that go through my wall.
Yeah, wow.
I'm losing you. It's good when they use both the tunnel machines, the circular ones and the square ones together.
Purple in that? Purple in it? Oh, very nice and good. You going to keep it all, or you just want to keep some of it?
I'll keep it all.
You can keep it all if you want.
Hey, you haven't heard what she might offer yet. I taught you better than that.
Okay. I'll let you fill that up and I'll go back to the counter then.
You guys find some opals down in the mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Oh. They shine under the black light. Let's go to the next place.
down in the opal fields. Aaron's opal field.
You want to stand in there with it? Right, now just for safety, what we don't do is walk underneath shafts, eh? Alright, because you get rocks that come down. Let me throw some of these around. Feel this? That's your sandstone, have a feel. Not much of an issue, is it? If that hits you, I mean, it might hurt, but the concern is what's on top of this. Jaspers. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So that's a big difference.
Yes.
So if they came down from the top, down the shaft and hit you on your head, it's good night to you. So don't walk underneath shafts. There's a couple of cones on the ground which indicate a hole above you. But this is the old hand dug shaft too, eh? So before the drills, so yeah, they used their picks and started digging down. The old ones are more square. And you can see these little holes on the side. They're footholes that they dug in to help climb up and down that shaft.
So is that another shaft going into the side there?
Well, they obviously dug a shaft down, hit opal, and then tunnel in that direction there. Yeah, so we'll come over this way. One thing you do want to try and find are what they call slides. See that line going down? Good indicator that maybe opal is forming nearby. Alright, because remember opal was a liquid, a gel initially. So as it travelled, this is like a pathway, it just travelled through the slide and then settled into the opal levels that come off of that slide.
It's got to settle somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. This is just a natural fracture in the ground that sort of opened it up. So they say if you drill 20 feet in front of a slide, maybe there's a pocket of opal waiting for you. People use divining rods to try and find these slides underneath the ground. So they'll walk around on the surface, or when the rods open up, yeah, slide nearby, possibly. Now this is all virgin ground in the earlier days, so yeah, none of this was here. But they were driving around on the top, I believe, and sunk down a hole, a little test hole. So you can see that in the wall, in the roof. So they drilled down through opal, and you can see the level. See the level running down through here? So they knew there was more opal that these old timers had obviously missed. So they chased it, come in with a 30-ton excavator with a ripper, just started ripping through the ground, following the opal. You want a good level like that that's sloping, because as the opal gel travelled through it, it might have pulled into a thicker seam at the low point. When you have a dead level, it's dead straight, it's hard for the opal to thicken out in that. We'll come over this way. It's pretty chilly in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So don't walk under the shaft. It's about a metre across that thing. No, not allowed to live on it. So this is some trace. You see little thin seams there. So good sign that the opal was forming. You see thin seams like this, you drill into them. Yeah, but then you have a look inside to see if that thin seam is starting to thicken up. We use these drills in the houses too. Straight into the lounge room wall because they're a perfect size for a wine bottle. Nice temperature too. Yeah, so not allowed to live on your claim. This is why you didn't tell anyone you were finding opal, because at some point you had to go home, and when you're fast asleep in your bed, thieves would go into your mine and steal the opal. Yeah, for the night shift tools. So we've got a pillar here. Well, this pillar here is holding up the roof between the tunnels that go either side of it. So after John and Paul had finished, back in the day, other miners had come in. You see the square tunnel machine that's gone off of that one? I think other miners came in with like a loader with a spear on it and just started spearing through the ground that way. And then if you have a look over here, the tunnels go, well out of my claim. Just watch the shaft, don't walk under that. After they had finished mining the tunnels, they came in with a dozer and they pushed a lot of the dirt up into the end of the tunnel. They say it's worth noodling through it, So this is what we do in our morning tours, as well as a bit late this morning. We've taken some of that dirt and just placed it over here, so people can come in with a black light and sit in a shovel and have a bit of a scratch around for opal. Yeah, most people find just little chips, little souvenirs, that's good. All right, come over this way. I'll just show you the pillar. They've had a go, haven't they?
Yeah, I reckon.
The old pillar bashers have been in. Now there's still enough of the ground there to support everything, because we get film crews that utilise these tunnels, but they bring in their own structural engineers to check everything to make sure it's all safe. But I'll show you what they were chasing. We turn this off.
I was going to say, I could see it.
See it up through there?
Oh, yeah, I see the line there.
So she runs. Thin, but you know, could thicken out. Then down here too, another level.
Oh, yeah.
So you might have 5 levels in that 30 metres of rock, depending on sort of where you are in the fields. Our slide, we've got our slide coming up through here. Right, so we put the black line up on that. So you can almost imagine it being like a liquid travelling through the ground, trying to fill up voids, cavities it found along the way. Up here we've got some little seashells here too. These are just some skin shells where it's just the outer part of the shell had opalized. So we're finding a few shells around here. Yeah. But all this effort, just to find some colourful stones that people can wear on their bodies. I think a lot of people that wear Opal have got no idea of the amount of effort that's gone into finding it. The blood, the sweat, the tears, don't walk under the shaft. Don't walk under the shaft. Don't walk under the shaft. You've had a bit of dirt coming down.
The shaft.
No, sorry, my Aussie accent threw you off.
We're up at the breakaways. Fantastic view.
What are you guys doing?
I had no idea.
Oh,
The,
look at the
bedrooms over here. Oh, these are the kids' bedrooms.
Did you do all that?
No, that was really done. All the rendering was done. Big job to it.
This is so cool.
That's got the sealer over it.
Oh, wow.
But it's a bit chalky there where the sealers come away.
Yeah, that's one where it's like, she's saying Coober Pedy.
Yeah, like that. She's actually used it too. This was an old one from 2010.
Yeah, but
I
it's
was
the
around years
same
ago.
colour scheme as
Yeah,
usual.
good. I like his green ones. The emerald green.
Yeah, this is so cool.
And I love the one like these is before he started.
Did you wardrobe?
Oh, wow. It's like curved. That is so cool. Yeah, it's got 3 bedrooms. And it's in a hill. And that is cool. Look at the closet like dug into the wall.
Everything's underground.
Good morning. So we're on our last full day that we have here in Coober Pedy. We've had a really, really good time so far. Had an amazing time on our Noble tour, seeing various parts of Coober Pedy yesterday. Now this morning, the kids and I are down in the main center of town, the main street. We're going to be walking the streets, going into some of the opal stores, which there's just so many opal jewelry stores. Holly's already bought something the other day, this beautiful cross. So we walked a few the other day after we did the old timers mine, but we didn't do all of them, so we're going to do some more. And Andrew is off viewing an underground mine. The place that we're staying at, Tomcat Hill, the owner there named Des has his own mine claim, and sometimes he'll take people down to see it. So the men have all gone off to do that today. So we are parked down here and we're going to see some stuff. You know, a couple museums are around that are apparently free, and jewelry stores. And then we're parked near this spaceship thing that we learned yesterday was used in the movie Pitch Black with Vin Diesel, which I've seen. And they did, you know, there's been lots of movies that have been filmed out here because it looks so barren, like you're, you know, like you're on a different planet or something. So, okay, let's go and see some of the stores. I don't think I'll be able to film in any of the stores, but we'll just be hanging out here, and hopefully we'll go into a few more underground churches because they're pretty cool. See these are air vents. All these white things which shows that we're above an underground house or building of some kind, and we're right above the Opal store that we had just gone in. But all the homes that are dug out of the hills and the ground here have to have these white vents, these air vents, so that they can keep the air circulating in them. Let's keep going around. I'm gonna get a nice view from up here. Let's keep going. And we made it to the top. This is the main street of Coober Pedy. There's only an IGA here. There's no like Kohl's or Woolworths. No major department stores, no Kmart's or nothing like that. It's not big enough for any of that. And half the town you wouldn't even see because it's underground. There's just as many underground places here as there are above ground. The tour guide yesterday, he was telling us that a lot of the people that live above ground, because it gets like 50 degrees here in the summertime, it's unbearable. So if you live above ground, you have to use air conditioners like 24 hours a day in the summer. So it can be very, very expensive to live above ground. It's actually more expensive to live above the ground than it is to live under the ground or inside of the hills and the rock. Because of that, he said actually the majority of people that live above the ground are indigenous people, are the local Aboriginal people, because they have, you know, some cultural sort of superstitions about under the ground belonging to the spirit world, and so not wanting to live in those sorts of places. So when we went inside the tour guide's home yesterday, it was just this beautiful temperature from the moment we walked in. So in wintertime, it just stays this stable temperature that's comfortable. You could walk around in shorts and t-shirt. And in the summertime, it's just this cool environment to step into. So they don't really even need to use heating and cooling and air conditioners in the underground homes because it just stays like this constant, stable temperature all year round. It was so cool. So it certainly is a very, very unique town. It's not the prettiest town to look at. You know, there's hills and piles of dirt and stuff all over the place, and everything looks kind of old and rustic. It clearly looks like a mining town, but it's a really cool place to visit. So if you get a chance to ever come to Coober Pedy, you would not be disappointed. There's so much to see, and we are not going to get to see everything while we're here. So yeah, definitely you want to do, we've done 3 nights, and yeah, you could easily do more than that here. So even here, as we're walking around, you can tell there's a whole bunch of houses that obviously must be under this hill, because there's TV antennas and solar panels and, you know, the dishes for your television, and, you know, I can see a Starlink internet panel, and, you know, more of those breathing vents. So everywhere you go, there's just things that's like hidden here. It's so unique. Just, you know, here's some more breathing vents, but I think these are part of the museum that we're standing above right now. You know, you forget after a while when you go into some of these places that you're actually underground. You know, we were in Tom's working mine, underground mine, yesterday, and there was signs telling us, you know, right now you're, you know, 4 meters below the ground level, and you think, wow, man, I'm 4 meters underneath the ground. There could be people walking around above me, and you just have no idea. And it's the most bizarre thing, because the stone here, it's all sandstone. It feels so crumbly. You can take your finger and scratch away at it off the walls, even in the homes. Like you could, you know, you could just scratch away at it, and yet it's somehow super supportive and structurally secure, where they're not needing all these support rods and beams and things in their homes. They just have to make sure that when they're digging them out, that they don't go too wide, where they would need to make sure that they've left like a pillar of the sandstone behind to, you know, to support. But most places they don't use those. They just, and the rooms are still a big size. They just have to kind of know where their limits are, and yet this stone is apparently just so secure and supportive, and yet it doesn't seem like it would be, because when you pick it up, it's so light and it seems so crumbly. It's just really strange. But yeah, so they've obviously just got the ideal type of stone out here to, you know, to not only mine with, but to then build their homes out of. There's a couple of homes just here. People live inside this hill. You can see their breathing vents, and there's their front doors. So some of the underground homes have windows, and some of them don't. Some of them don't have any windows, so there's no natural lighting inside of them. And others, the way that they are designed, where they're kind of cut out into the side of the hill, they can at least have some windows like at the front, to let light into like their kitchen and their lounge rooms and whatever they've chosen to lay it out. So you can get some natural light depending on where you've dug out your home and how you've positioned it, and whether you're facing it towards areas that'll actually get sunlight. But the vast majority just have a door, and you just go in, and once you're in, there's no natural light in there. The Stewart Desert Rose. Seen these on signs everywhere we go, but this is the first ones we've actually seen for real. This is Coober Pedy's first underground church, and it was hand dug, not using machines. It is a Catholic church. Let's see if it is in fact open. Can you go in? All right, so we've been to the Catholic underground church, and now we're going into the Anglican one, which is called Catacomb Church. So it's pretty cool to see all these underground churches. Let's see what this one is like.